everyone. Welcome back to the channel. This is Ayush, your host. Today we have a very special guest, Isha, with us. She has studied from IIT Delhi and since been working with Bain as a consultant. Before starting, I would like to briefly tell about my initiative. I recently started this channel focusing on lakhs of students and parents जो हर साल multiple career choices करते हैं and due to bhed chal or lack of information, sometimes those choices are not right. And they later on think, Kash mere ko ye pata hota. So this is a small initiative to deal with that. Regarding this series, IIT Counseling has started and the story is similar there as well and people tend to fill up their preferences primarily based on opening and closing ranks. So we are speaking with multiple IITians from various courses and understand about their courses, placements, student life, their guidance on how they should go about the counseling. So in that regard, thank you, Isha, for joining and giving us the time. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Ayush.
Yeah. And before starting, let's have a brief introduction. I am Ayush. I have been a consultant for 8 years, most recently with Bain. And before that, I have studied MBA from IIM Lucknow and completed my engineering from Delhi University. Overall, I have interest in startups, in AI space, overall mentorship, education. So over to you, Isha.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Isha. I graduated from IIT Delhi in 2022. I did my B.Tech in Biochemical Engineering and Biotechnology. Straight out of undergrad, I joined Bain as a consultant in around roughly 4 years. Still going good. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. In terms of just what to do next, I'm still figuring out. I'm still a consultant, but yes, let's see.
Cool. So, without further ado, let's start. So, you have studied from biochemical and biotech, right? So, let's start with what this branch is, what is exactly people do if they get into core job, and also in terms of studies, what do students study?
Sure. So specific to Delhi, and I'm sure like other similar branches in biotech would have similar curriculum, but specific to Delhi, first year you have common courses wherein you study everything of physics, maths, chemistry, biology, civic sense, social sciences, humanities, etc. The biotech branch ke core courses which start second year onwards, they're split roughly equally between your bio ke core courses and chemical courses, which are in conjunction with the chemical branch. If I talk about bio ke courses, they start from the very basics, like your general microbiology, biochemistry, bioprocesses, which will teach you basics about, let's say, what are proteins, what are carbohydrates, what are viruses, fungi, bacteria, etc. Very basic. And why you need to learn all these is because up jab tak living system, biology system nahi samjhoge, you will not be able to, create something application based out of it. Like how will you create any use case or any vaccine, any drug at an industrial scale if you don't even understand what these basic courses are. But that's pretty much about it. Like that gets over within the second year itself. Uske baad काफी application based courses आ जाते हैं, which is a mix of your bio, mathematics, physics, chemistry. And to give you an example, like you will still have to use differential calculus, you'll still have to study fluid dynamics, thermodynamics, etc. So all that is there. It's just the basic core is biology. But it's very different from what you must have studied in 9th, 10th. It's much at a granular and much more logical, less rattafication.
Got it. And about like what people would actually do, what biotech or biological sciences, these things are in terms of the work they might do in industry if someone gets into code.
Right. So it would range from, let's say, a very, very hot or sort of major career path eventually is bioinformatics or computational biology, which is essentially a combination of biology and coding. So you need to have both the hard skills. You can't code on a DNA sequence and figure out कि इसका क्या combination में हम क्या drug बना सकते हैं without having the basic biology knowledge. And similarly, you can't work in that field if you don't have hard skill coding. And that is also, by the way, one of the courses or one of the domains we study. in undergrad. So that is a very, very hot topic. Other than that, there is drug discovery, there is biopharma, there is, if you want to get into policy making, regulatory stuff around how these medicines, etc., are regulated. So those are some of the broad branches, I would say.
Got it. Makes sense. Also, across IITs, there are variations of the same course. If you can
Hmm.
broadly tell what are the differences, I think there is biotech, there is biological sciences, biomedical sciences, bioinformatics, and
Hmm.
biochemical engineering. So, if you can give some insights into that.
Right. Largely, I would say 50-60%, I think similar yoga in terms of basic bio courses, but it'll be good to check out the curriculum of each of these different IITs wherever you're filling for your counseling. Differences would be like अगर कहीं पे let's say biomedical engineering मिल रही है, so they might teach something around medical sciences which was not part of my curriculum, for example. But if there is a specific bioinformatics course, then it might focus a lot more on over the 4 years on coding. जबकि हमारे यहाँ पे there was just only one course for which we had to learn coding, which was a pain for most of the students, by the way. क्योंकि जो जिसको नहीं बिल्कुल कोडिंग में इंटरेस्ट था या नहीं जाना था उनको एक सेमेस्टर के लिए सिर्फ कोडिंग सीखना पड़ा. So and if it's just a lot of biochemical, then it's more about processes, reactors, thermodynamics, etc. So a lot more those kind of courses. So largely common courses होंगे काफी, but it's good to check the differences across what are the specifications you are going to study.
Got it. Sounds good. And I think at the end of the day, from placement perspective, they are all same. But in terms of the curriculum, there would be differences. So good to go through the course structure. So I think next, tackle the elephant in the room, placements, which mainly interests and drives people. We'll
हाँ.
start with overall institute average package and what's the average package of your course and the similar courses. And
Hmm.
then what are the top companies which are open for your course? And in the end, we will discuss around what share of people go into which kind of roles.
Okay, got it. Very interesting. I would say in terms of the average package for IIT Delhi, if I talk about, it will be somewhere around 25 to 30 lakhs across all branches, circuital and non-circuital. But within biotech specifically, that average comes down to roughly about 15 to 20 lakhs. And in terms of the people, roughly, if out of a batch of like, let's say 100, roughly 15, 20 might go and pursue higher studies outside. Rest would actually go into non-core placements, which would range from your management consulting firms, all your Bain, BCG, McKinsey, Deloitte, KPMG, PwC. Then a couple of them into finance and quant roles, जो कि effectively IIT में उतनी आती नहीं है, but आती है तो they are open for all non-circuital branches. So your lot of these VCs, quant roles, etc. Then there are these business analyst, data science jobs, your EXL, your ZS Associates, IQVIA, Fractal, even City, Amex, all of those roles. So majority, like 60-70% of the people would pursue your data science and business analyst roles. Rest 10, 20, 30% would go into your consulting, even software for that matter. I think that's something I missed. So like GS, JPMC, etc. Although these are finance firms, but they will open their software roles for the non-circuital branches. Yes. So that's the rough mix.
It makes sense. In terms of the future scope, which would ideally I would say around the future like opportunities to study in a foreign or Indian university.
Hmm.
So how would you place your branch and what are the kind of opportunities do people get?
So for biotech specifically, the issue is that there are not as many opportunities within India if you want to pursue straight out of undergrad. It's a very research heavy, R&D heavy branch. So you need to pursue your MS, PhD to be able to actually start working in those core specific areas for which most of the people from my branch went to the US. So there are these courses in MIT, Stanford as well. But if you want to pursue very biotech specific campuses, then it would be some John Hopkins, your UC Berkeley, San Diego, and all these. And
Got it.
हाँ मतलब and PhD में obviously you can if you're directly going for a PhD then there can be very specific आपको cancer में करनी है gene therapy में करनी है वो देख सकते हैं but your MTech programs would again be very similar in biotechnology in bioinformatics your biomedical engineering so they are similar to what you have studied in your undergrad, but just a more advanced version.
Cool. So next, I want to know more about the student life in like which one can have in your course and overall student life in IIT Delhi. What are the activities one can do, interests they can pursue?
IIT Delhi, I think, provides a very enriching student life. The culture, etc., is very, very strong. So, सबसे पहले, like any other, I would say, engineering campus, the hostel culture is very strong. सारे हॉस्टल्स में बहुत सारे एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर इवेंट्स होते हैं अक्रॉस क्लब्स यू वांट टू डू ड्रामेटिक सिंगिंग डांसिंग ऑल इन एक्टर्स पेंटिंग एनीथिंग एंड एवरीथिंग इट्स जस्ट डिफिकल्ट टू चूज बिकॉज तुम इतना टाइम नहीं दे पाते हो हर चीज एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट think one of the major plus points of IIT Delhi is it's situated in South Delhi, ekdam beacho beach. So you have access to the entire city life as well. So a lot of students actually even go out, have fun, like very very good student life. कोई restrictions नहीं होते बाहर निकलने की hostel 10 बजे 11 बजे बंद. You can go out in and out of the hostel, in and out of the campus. The campus is beautiful itself. It's I would say the perfect size, not too large, not too small. कहीं भी जा सकते हो chill कर like any other engineering campus.
Got it. And I think तुम लोग के फेस्ट वगैरह भी काफी ग्रैंड स्केल में होते हैं
Oh yeah,
रॉन्डेवू एंड ऑल.
that one I miss. Fest time is also amazing. छोटे काफी फेस्ट होते रहते हैं, but the major cultural fest is Rendezvous, happens annually. Amazing 3-4 day, amazing very very grand scale fest. बड़े बड़े singers, performers, etc. People across like different cities come and participate. पूरा मतलब अगर जैसे मैं dramatics में थी तो अलग अलग सिटीज इंडिया में दूर दूर से वो लोग ट्रेन में अपना सारा प्रॉप्स एक्सेट्रा लेकर आते थे जस्ट टू लाइक परफॉर्म एंड डू देयर स्टेज प्लेज स्ट्रीट प्लेज सो द कल्चर इज
Got
वेरी
it.
स्ट्रांग मतलब बहुत हम प्रैक्टिस
Interesting.
करते हैं 8-10 घंटे की क्लासेस के बाद रोज 8-8 10-10 घंटे यू वुड practice just for that one performance 4 months later.
How would you say how much time people get to chill or pursue other interests or how rigorous it is?
Okay, got it. I think the course is a perfect balance of everything. Course interesting hai. Obviously, it's a bit different, so it's interesting, but it's not that rigorous. You will get ample amount of time to pursue anything that you want, be it extracurriculars, be it spending time with your friends, just chilling. Also, let's say if you want to do some sort of a minor degree in management, CS, AI, के लिए भी आपको आराम से काफी टाइम और स्पेस मिल जाए इनफैक्ट अगर आपको अपनी डिग्री थोड़ी जल्दी खत्म करनी है 7 सेमेस्टर्स में उसका भी फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी काफी अच्छे से मैनेज हो जाती है एंड देन यू कैन लेट्स से गो फॉर अ exchange sem in the final semester. So there's good amount of time and balance to pursue other things. In terms of the coursework, वो उतना ज़्यादा rigorous नहीं है. It might get a bit boring, etc. for people who just absolutely hate biology, but all of it is bearable and doable.
Got it. Makes sense. So I think we have discussed on quite a few parameters. If we have
Hmm.
to summarize
Hmm.
and say that why one should choose or not choose this, basically swipe left this branch or swipe right, what will
Hmm.
be top 2-3 factors for them?
So you should swipe left on this if you don't enjoy biology at all. Even though, like I would like to highlight कि बहुत ऐसे it's just only a part uh, component of the degree की biology होता है. Lot of it is chemical, maths, other subjects, etc. But अगर तुम्हें नहीं पसंद है हो जाएगा but it will not be bearable for you. So don't go for it. Second is if you're just solving for कि IIT में घुस के एकदम highest package लगाना है then this is not for you. Like you'll have to figure out your niche. Maybe it's consulting, maybe it's software, etc. to be able to crack those higher packages. If you're just figuring कि हाँ ठीक है whatever कुछ भी normal सा job कर लेंगे then the average package, like I said, is just between 15 to 20 lakhs versus other branches, versus other non-circuital branches also. Like a chemical would get higher packages. So those are the two swipe left reasons. Swipe right, I would say, if you want again like a थोड़ा सा chill branch की सिर्फ acads नहीं करना है और भी चीजें explore करनी है extra currics करना है please go for it. If you have obviously interest in biology थोड़ा सा भी but let's say you didn't want to pursue that whole MBBS 11-12 में bio वाला route but still this field interests you, especially with so much going on. It's like a very booming field outside India. So go for it. Very, very interesting career path. Yeah, Yeah, those would be the two reasons.
Oh, it's aptly makes sense and summarized in very nice fashion. So next, if we move, we have discussed a lot, but if I have to say what are some of the myths or people don't know about your course, which you would like to highlight?
ठीक है। पहले तो मुझे लगता है सबसे बड़ा है कि इट्स जस्ट बायोलॉजी व्हिच इट्स नॉट योर कोर बायो कोर्सेज जिसमें आप सिर्फ जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल बायोकेमिस्ट्री है माइक्रोबायोलॉजी दैट इज लेस देन लाइक 25 even less than 20% I would say out of your total 4-year curriculum. And within that also it's very, very logical. It's not your ratta biology which used to study human body diagrams and all. It's not biology, guys. If it was biology, it would sit under MBBS. Second, I would say कि bio में core में jobs नहीं लगती है, biotech branch में jobs नहीं लगती है, ऐसा नहीं होता है. I would agree that थोड़े से core companies उतने नहीं आते हैं, but still there are ample number of opportunities you can pursue. Most of the students don't even know what they're interested in. The campus life, the 4 years is the opportunity for you to discover, and biotech gives you that, and eventually you can figure out your path. So eh, it's not just biology, and placement हो जाती है, कोई issue नहीं आता.
Got it. Makes sense. And in terms of opportunities, as you said, a lot of people can go abroad and pursue this stream, and there is a good scope in this. It's just that in
Hmm.
India, it's fairly limited.
Yes, I agree. If you like, I did one research internship with one of the profs in Australia, and it was so interesting. Like, I was in two minds actually कि consulting pursue करना है या फिर if I really want to do something in core in biotech, so that would have been my route. That was within computational biology. So बाहर people are actually it's super interesting if you just have even thoda sa bhi interest.
Cool. So I am coming to the last section of this show, the
Hmm.
guidance for the future aspirants for preference filling. Now after 4 years, itna kuch dekha hai, now you have more
Hmm.
knowledge. So if we like, let's say imagine you can fill your preferences again.
Hmm.
How will you do that? Before that, I would like to first discuss what should be the key factors which you would consider in terms of choosing a college as well as branch.
Got it. Uh, ठीक है. No, मुझे उतना honestly guidance नहीं था when I was doing my counseling like 7-8 years back. थोड़ा सा randomly मैंने कर दिया था, but in hindsight it was still the best choice. But if I really want to like have to give some parameters, if you don't have a preference for branch at all, go for the old IITs versus the new IITs, especially like the top 3, top 5, top 7. Your experience and just the exposure, brand value, post IIT, etc., it increases significantly. That is one for sure. Agar within these IITs, if you're getting circuital branches, I would again say कि go for it. Unless you have a preference कि अगर मुझे biotech में ही करना है या मुझे civil या chemical engineering भी करनी है, then it's a separate case. Go for a circuital branch. You will get much more exposure, more opportunities, lot more companies, etc. open for placements, and you still have like the opportunity to pursue the non-core. अगर consulting जाना है, FMCG जाना है, whatever. And
And the
within
circuital
the
here is computer science and
computer science,
electrical,
mathematics, and all.
electronics, mathematics
Yes,
completely.
yes, precisely. Baki sub comes in under non-circuital, and within non-circuital, then there are like couple of factors. Obviously, आप थोड़ा कोर्स वर्क देख सकते हो अक्रॉस आईआईटी का कोर्स ऑफ स्टडी अवेलेबल है ऑनलाइन कोर्स ऑफ देख सकते हो लास्ट ईयर के ओपनिंग क्लोजिंग रैंक्स भी यू कैन फिगर आउट एंड देन देयर इज ऑब्वियसली फैक्टर्स लाइक मुझे अपने घर के पास का आईआईटी चाहिए मेरे my cousin, etc., or my siblings already studying there, etc. So वो सब भी एक 5-10% can form of. But within non-circuital, your opportunities, etc., would largely be similar. So just go for
So one can
whatever
think of what interests them.
what interests them. And अगर interest बिल्कुल ही नहीं है कुछ भी चलेगा तो आप फिर opening closing ranks देख सकते हो eventually.
I think that makes perfect sense. And also you have given in a very objective, crisp and a frameworkish manner. पहले ये देख लो, ये देख लो, ये देख लो, ये देख लो. एकदम कोई भसड़ नहीं in a very nice manner. So that's nice. Now, a classic dilemma, and I'm sure you would have also faced it. कि अगर मेरे को एक tier 1 IIT में नॉन सर्किटल ब्रांच मिल रहे हैं and
Hmm.
एक tier 2 IIT या tier whatever 1B 2 type other institutions में I am getting a circuital branch like a computer science or something. So which one should I choose and why?
इंटरेस्टिंग पर्सनली अगेन मतलब इट टाइज डाउन टू द प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन ओनली अगर आपका बहुत ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट ऐसे नहीं है कि मुझे सीएसई करना है इलेक्ट्रिकली करना है जो कि मुझे ऑनेस्टली लगता है कि हार्डली हम बच्चों का होता है आई वुड से गो फॉर अ टियर वन आईआईटी व्हाई आई एम सेइंग दैट टियर वन नॉन सर्किटल वर्सेस अ टियर टू सर्किटल why I'm saying that is कि your again your experience, exposure, brand value, the tag that you will get changes a lot of things. Second, even in a non-circuital branch, for example, if you really have interest in computer science or design or management, whatever, you can always do a minor degree, and that also opens up थोड़ा सा more pathways for you. आप पढ़ लो अलग से coding. Lot of these tech firms open for all the branches. You go and show your hard skills and get a job if that is the bottleneck in your mind कि यार अगर CS नहीं तो मुझे coding की job नहीं. That's a myth. Obviously your chances etc increase, but I think it's manageable in a tier one IIT. The opportunities are much higher in a tier one IIT. And secondly, आपको tier two में let's say CS में job लगाने के लिए बहुत ज्यादा uh, you need to be in the top, let's say 10%, 20% students versus maybe you are just a 40 in let's say top 50% students in a tier one.
Cool. So I think last we will come on कि अभी मान लो कि you know everything. And within the IIT Delhi branches, because you would know a lot about them, अगर
Hmm.
फिर से preference fill करने को मिले या तुम्हारा कोई भाई बहन हो उसको guide करना है, so how would
Hmm.
you suggest one should go about ranking them? So we will
Hmm.
एक तो overall ranking है, and before that we will take some other parameters so that depending upon students they can choose based on individual factor, and we will have some brackets on in which we will place four brackets: quartile 1, 2, 3, 4
Hmm.
to place all the branches. So let's start with placements.
Okay. So I think quartile one placements, I would place your, it's a no-brainer, CS, MMC, electrical engineering, highest placement, highest number of opportunities. In quartile two, I would place your mechanical, production engineering, chemical, EP. Quartile three would then be your civil materials wali branches, and quartile four then again would be your biotech, your textile, chemistry, design, because उनके लिए again core jobs थोड़ी कम आती हैं and all the non-core jobs are open for everyone across all branches, so the competition increases slightly. So this would be your answer for placements, and honestly this would also be largely the cutoff opening closing ranks across years across branches that you would see.
Got it. Cool.
Yes.
Next is future scope, which is a mix of obviously the job when you are in the industry. It's really similar to
Hmm.
placements, I guess. And then
Hmm.
there would be things around people getting into some government services,
Hmm.
jobs and all. And
Core
then
jobs. Hmm.
also further studies, higher education, core jobs. So a mix of
Got
that.
it.
So how would you rate these branches?
I think for future scope, again, highest would be CS, MNC, electrical. Then it would be your mechanical, production engineering, chemical, civil engineering, just primarily because there are some core jobs available for these branches. And then third would be your branches like engineering, physics, biology, design, chemistry, material sciences, because यहाँ पे आपको थोड़ा सा research oriented, you can get into some good programs in India, outside India, and then maybe pursue something in core. And final, I think एक ही बचती है textile अपनी.
Okay, cool. So it's left alone, sadly, in one tier.
Yeah.
Textile. Next, let's consider the student life. In that we can see curriculum and overall student life. How would you rate?
Okay. Just want to highlight that एक base level of student life, like एक threshold level, वो सबके लिए बराबर होती है. Like all of the students across branches enjoy and have fun and participate in extracurriculars and everything. But just if I were to rank them relatively, it would be a function of how much time you are getting outside of your coursework, maybe because of the coursework is very rigorous, or maybe because the competition is so high that you actually have to put in a lot more hours. So in that order, the highest would be your chemical, biotech, textile, design, chemistry branches. Second would be your civil, mechanical, production, materials. Third would be electrical engineering and engineering physics, and last would be your CS and mathematics.
Got it. So very inversely proportional to placements, I would say,
Yes.
more or less.
मतलब कुछ खोने के लिए कुछ तो पाना पड़ेगा.
ये
सॉरी,
बात
कुछ
भी
पाने
सही
के लिए
है.
कुछ तो खोना पड़ेगा. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So last we will have like the overall ranking, which would be mix of some of these, and obviously it's opinion based. Everyone can put their weightages and
Hmm.
choose which one is best.
Yeah.
But as per you, how would you place them?
Right. So here, in terms of overall rankages, I would give slightly higher weightage to the placements because, like I said, एक base level threshold level of student life सब enjoy कर लेते हैं. So if eventually you're not able to pursue something in your core or get a good placement or you're not satisfied with what you wanted to do, then कितना भी अच्छा student life हो, थोड़ा सा becomes bitter for the student. So in that order, rankings, I would say CS, MNC, EE would be in quartile 1, chemical and production engineering in quartile 2, or civil engineering, physics, biology, chemistry, materials would be in quartile 3, and your textile and design engineering would be in quartile 4.
Got it. Sounds good. So thank you for this. Before ending, if you have any parting thoughts for the future aspirants, you can share a couple of.
Yeah, no, this was a very nice discussion to have. I would say ki like 7, 8 years back, we did not have so many resources, so many guiding channels for us. It was mostly me scrolling on Quora or reaching out to some seniors on Facebook that were already studying in IIT. Random people, by the way, very helpful. So you do have a lot of resources. Do that research. Aajkal to you can just upload sari PDFs, etc. That these curriculum PDFs on AI and figure out your answers. So use that judiciously. Don't just go for like last year के closing opening ranks. बात करो अच्छे से figure out करो अपना research करो and then take a call. It will materially make a difference in your quality of life for the next 4 years and beyond.
Got it.
That's all.
Makes sense, yeah. I think thank you, Isha. Thanks a lot for giving your time and giving so many nice insights and inputs. Hopefully, it would be useful for the future aspirants. So, thank you once again. And thanks, Veer, for watching this till the end. Please share it with your fellow aspirants, other students, parents who might need it. And let us know if you want to know anything else in the comments. And follow us on Instagram and YouTube and show some love for this initiative. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining in.